I'll give it a minute to get started. Let me check to see if it's got started. I should have set this up before I started this, but I didn't. So now let's see what I can get doing. Gotta know if it's working or not before I go any further, because I've done this, it didn't work before. So I might as well find out right now if it's on. See if I got a live stream going. Home. It is going. Live stream is up and running. That's what I wanted to know. Now, this is Town Dog, and I'm back on Flight Simulator X Steam Edition multiplayer. I'm sitting here in my little Boyd Stearman, getting ready to make a flight. I'm sitting here at a little airport, just something I chose off the top of my head. It's 4x2 Ranch. It's in New Mexico. The altitude of this airport is 3,060 feet, and it's got 6 runways, and they're listed as northeast, southwest, southeast, northwest, north, and south. Anyway, that's where the list is. It's 3 strips, 6 runways by different ends. I had to go. Anyway, and we're going to leave here on a heading of about 300 degrees, and we'll be trying to find a DME at the other airport. Is actually on about more or less an approach plate, and it is DME 243. I hope that's right. It don't sound like what I read, but okay. 243. And no, it ain't. I'm wrong. I knew it did sound right. That was out. It was a radio out of it. The ADF DME is 278 degrees on a heading roughly of 243 out to the airport, and that's what we're going to try to do. So let's leave here on at 300, headed to that DME. Let's see if we can get this plane started. I haven't even started my plane today, and I got this thing here, small window. Let's go back to big window. Here we go, right here. Now everything looks fine. I had to do that because I forgot to check, see if set it up where I could see if a live stream started. Now I didn't broadcast this live stream earlier, so if you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, I guess you don't. I just thought I'd do it right quick. That way I won't have to. Don't plan on doing the editing or anything on it, other than changing the name later. It'll be a live stream at first. Anyway, here we go. Let's see what we got here. I need a little window like this right here up. I'm gonna put it over on the other page. Get it out of our way, so I can see it now. Pilot's in. I don't really need that if I don't do any extra work. It ain't tied down, it doesn't. I hadn't got it all tied down. It's just sitting here. I hadn't been here too awful long, about 4 days. Anyway, here we go. We're getting ready to leave here. Let's get this thing started up. Go to this right here. Slide down to here. And we're going to turn all these over here on, every one of them. Now we got them all on. Let's turn the fuel on. Push the throttle to rich, and let's see if we can get this thing to start. We'll do a primer. There we go. Now let's see if it'll start. I might ought to go the other way with that button when I want to start it. Come on, what's wrong with you? Wrong. Oh, it's got the other mouse. Okay. Uh-oh, we got a smoke button. I didn't know we had a smoke button. Turn the smoke off. We don't need all that smoke. I didn't mean to smoke the world up. I just didn't read the buttons. I forgot we had a smoke button. Now we're going to go back down to here. That's ready to take off. Now, before we get on the runway, let's go ahead and get our radio stack up. And I said the frequency on the ADL was 278. Let's take this back down to 2. That ain't moving. Why ain't that moving? If that don't move, I'm in trouble. That ain't moving. Why not? As far as I know, it's all supposed to be set to move, but it won't move. I may have to. Nothing's moving. Why not? Oh, I know why. No, I don't either. Everything's supposed to be on. Try that right there. That's why with avionics wasn't on. I thought they come on with them other switches, but they didn't. Here we go. Now we're going back down to 278. Whoop, right there's 2. I'll move too fast to change that first number. right there. We should pick it up pretty quick as we get in the air. We don't need that no more right there. Well, we can set it, let it talk to it when it comes on. Well, that's the wrong one though. ADF1 right there is what it's got to be. Now it'll talk to it when it comes on, tell us it's on. We'll come back to that. All right, here we go. We got this ready to go. We're going to leave out on the head to go 300, I said. We're at 300 feet. We got to climb 3,000 feet, 3,060. We got to climb to above. The airport we're going to is Sierra Blanca Regional, and its altitude is 6,814 feet. The ICAO is KSRR. It's got 4 runways, 12 and 30, 6 and 24. 24's got an ILS, which I'm not really planning on using, but I might. The runway heading is 241, which the ADF is almost an exact approach plate. It's a little to one side, but not much. And now, like I said, I got all the rest of that ready. It's ready to go. Let's get out here and head on heading of 300 and climb to at least 3,000. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Wrong button. Quit that. Won't you go away? It won't go. All right, turn it off this way. I can't get to go off no other way. Go away. There we go. There. Thing was hard to get rid of that time. A little harder than average. Now, like I said, we're going to leave out of here. There. I wanted to get up. What do I want to get up? Oh, yeah, the radio stack. Or the autopilot. Let's set this all about 125. That's probably all this plane will do, somewhere around there. I don't know how my fuel is. I hope I'm all right. I'm not even going to check it. I figure it's pretty well full. I didn't idle too long yesterday, and I reset the plane now. Not 2, 125. Right. Got 2 numbers, 3. There we go, right there. Now we're going to leave out on heading about 300. Let's move this down to 300 just for the idea of which direction we want to go. It won't actually be flying the plane, but it helps me realize which way I want to be. Now I'm going to set this right here right now on the heading I'm setting, which is more or less runway heading, even though I'm not on the runway. I'm pointing parallel runway. And I've got to climb to about 7,500 to get above that airport good. Oh, this thing gets too big a hurry. 6. Let's make it 8,200 or 83, something like that. Now we're high enough without any problem. There you go. We're going to put this thing there. I'll bring up a couple of these where we tell where we're at. All right, the airport we're going to is the direction we got to go is behind us, on our right wing, back behind us. And here we go. Right around here on the runway. It won't take much runway to get me out of here. Here we go. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and set the altimeter to fly the plane. Let it fly it. Go ahead and give it a little airspeed set. And I'm going to go ahead and set the heading bug. And I'm going to start coming around. So I got to come around to 300. Good time's there to go ahead and set on 300 since it's already turning that way. All it's going to do is reverse back to the heading bug and then turn again, so this way we catch it before it gets there. Here we go. Now our ADF will be on the needle on the right at the top of the screen. The gold needle on the right is our ADF. When it comes on, it'll stand up towards whatever it is. I did not check the distance. I think this is a pretty good little flight. Not a long way though, probably 100 miles or give or take. Could be 40. The ADF won't come on until we get within about 40 miles, give or take a little, 40, 45. So we've got to fly the right direction to get there first. That's what we're doing, flying into the ADF, I hope. Let's just let her fly a while. Outside the plane, check a little scenery. I was sitting there yesterday looking and I saw some buildings out there. We discussed them, and me and Razor. I drove around and videoed them, showed them. I still got that. I could cut that in. If I did, that'd take time on it. I'm not going to do that. But anyway, it's buildings out there look a little strange to me. And from where I was at. Once I got closer, they made more sense. There's some kind of granary or something out there. One area was, I'm pretty sure, was feed silos for a dairy farm, a dairy barn there. And the other was looked like a regular silo of some kind too. All right, we turned plumb around. That I think it's the airport we left from right there. So the buildings I was talking about is right down in there, in that little city there. But they're not recognizable from here very much. I had trouble recognizing them up close, to be honest with you. Plus, it's far side of the city, I think, got that way some more. Anyway, let's get this thing going. Get our altitude up if we can. I could make it smaller, but permanently. We're waiting on the gold eagle to come up on the right. I'm just flying out here, climbing out. Let's see where we at. We're now at an altitude of, if I can read this thing. Oh yeah, we're at 5,700 feet and climbing. But we're not too far off our altitude we're headed to. Hopefully we'll be above everything around us. The airport we're going to is on top of a mountain, probably on one of the tallest ones over there. Hope. Look like on the map it's on top of a mountain. Won't be any DME, so we won't need that. I could have set the VR behind me, but I didn't. I don't really need it. I don't know how far I'm going, so I wouldn't know what I got there. The only thing I got to tell me when I get there is the AD. If it don't come on, I've lost it. And if I got it down right, and I believe I do, it should come on before I pass it. If I pass within 40 miles, I'll get it. If I don't, I won't. That's as simple as that. Not much out here to look at for the scenery. Got my little Red Bull out today. I think I've done blowing it once already. And see what it does. This is one of those show planes. I can put a man on top, but I'm not going to do that either today. Didn't even bring him along. I left him at home today. He keeps getting out and walking around. I don't want him to walk around today. Down here, the Indian may shoot him. I don't know. All right, we're in the clouds. Got us a milk bottle going. So you got a milk bottle. I'm in a milk bottle. Can you see outside? Oh, there we go. Milk a little light though. It's low. When you turn it upside down, you see to the bottom. That's all right. Here we go. We're gonna fly this little flight today on live stream. Just a quick flight. See what happens. I hadn't had a chance to make it in the last few days. Very little done at all. Been working and trying to get things done. I've got my other house ready, so that's no big deal now. Still got a little work to go over, but it's not as important now. I got the park where they needed done. They hadn't moved in yet, but I've got them set up. Hopefully they'll get in the next day or two. I've got to get over. Actually, I'm supposed to cut these children off today, but if they don't move in, I won't. I'll leave them on until they move in at least. So I got to keep a fan running to keep the humidity down in the house. I actually need to leave it on until they turn it over, but if I leave it too long, I can't. I have to turn it off, let them worry about it. That way I'll push them into doing it if I have to. Anyway, here we go. See what we got. Let's see what we got going here. How high are we? Are we up to the altitude yet? Coming up on 8,000. I got it set on 83, 84 something, I think. It should be right along there somewhere. I got it set on 83. 81, 82, 83. Fixing to level off here. Like that, 2D cockpit's one that'll be for a different plane. It don't really match, but it's serves a purpose in this plane. We leveled off just then, I do believe. Yep, 8,300. Still hadn't picked it up yet. We're still over 40 miles out. It'd be within 40, or obstruction could cause it to have to be closer. Hopefully it's on top of that mountain and it's clear everything else around it and it'll catch it further. Here we go. There's nothing out here to look at but dirt. I don't see a lake, I don't see nothing. See some mountains from me, maybe they'll get interested when we get there. Still hadn't picked the JDF yet. Heard a pop. TeamSpeak. I look to see if it's about TeamSpeak, but it's not. Get the sound back on. Every time I click the other screen, lose the sound. Now I could check, see what direction I'm going, but I should be pretty close. The only difference I'd be is how much I decided north was, not being straight up. Over here, I'm not a long ways away from being straight up. I might not adjust enough. I'll be turning below the point. Done. I got some bookkeeping to do on motor machine. It's warm in here. Well, I turned the air on a while ago or not. I thought it did. It's on. It's still warm in here though. It should have cooled off. What's going on? I'll be right back. Guess it's just me feeling warm. The room has dropped 7 degrees since I turned it on. That's only been 15 minutes or so, 20. But I feel warmer than I did. All right. Where are we? We don't have no idea where we're at, and I don't really want to use the GPS, but if I have to, I will. Once I feel like I've had time, I should have got it. It could be 100 miles overdue. It takes 60 before I pick it up, so it'll take a while to fly 60 miles this thing. About 30 minutes. Didn't set a stop clock either before I took off. I could have checked the time. I think I got a clock. There's a clock right there, but I didn't check it before I left. It's showing 10 o'clock. Must be Western Pacific time. I'm running about 11 here in Central. But the live stream is running, that's the main thing. Oh, right or wrong, we get in the stream. Oh, wrong page. I gotta get this over here open. Cut that other one off first. So I just made a full page or something I can't get rid of. What in the world? Now how am I supposed to get rid of that? There we go. I had a full page over and no corners to click on. I got it back down. Here we go. There we go. I get a little more time. I may try to post one of these early and see what happens. See if I can get any more viewers. Not too concerned about the viewers. I just want to get the video up. The viewers can watch it as over the time. I don't have to watch it all right now. If they want to, it's totally up to them. I don't usually harp too much about likes and subscribes, but they are appreciated if I get them. I'm just a new man. I've been almost a year though. Used to think I was doing real well, but now I think it's a little slow for a year. But it's all right. I'm not a real talkative person on what about people want to hear. Anything I'd probably say be against about at least 50% of you, so I does not say it. It's just a game and we playing our game. Who said it's a game? This is real, man. Don't you know that? This is a flying the world. I tell you what, as far as it is away from real and as close as it is to real at the same time, I've learned a lot about the world I didn't know flying the Flight Simulator over the years. I mean a lot. A lot I've learned. Locations and places and how it's located in. Stuff I never thought I'd know. With the Flight Simulator, I have seen it and learned it. It definitely has helped my education, if nothing else. And if you think I'm country, when I started doing computers about, it's been quite a few, about the 90s, I couldn't even read my name hardly. I still make mistakes, but I do a lot better than I did. More or less educated myself sitting here. Education, I got a little of it. I tied one shoe last week. I'm gonna try to get the other next week. If I don't step on the strings between here and there and fall. Oh, we got a lake. I don't want to type a timer. I'd fly over and look at that lake, but I want to get this done. I got things I got to do. Fly over and look at that lake, but also would lose my pattern of what direction I'm going to some extent, unless I check how far over I go and how long it takes to get there and come back before I leave here. It would get me off my degree of angle I'm using. Or we picked up anything up. There it is, right there. That's what I set the notifications for, right there. It just told me that it came on. See, I wasn't even looking at it. Gold needles up and to my right a little bit. Let's come over and fly straight to that idea. Now I did set the heading over to the airport. The ADF is off to the side I'm turning to, away from the airport. So that you have to subtract that for how much I was wrong before you call it wrong. About twice that much probably though. But I was off a little, but not as much as it looked like, because the ADF is not on the airport. It's approach plate that it comes in from the other side. It don't come in where I'm coming in from. Now what I want to do actually is come outside. I want to move outside a little bit. Put the approach plate on my left so I can cut across it. That's the runway course. Which now, God, it won't be too far off with it. It ain't far off being straight in, is it? 300, okay. I'm almost straight in right now. Less than I thought, I'm sure of that. We'll fly this way a while, but if we go straight to it here in a few minutes, when the gold needle on the right get on 300 exactly, it's right down the middle of 30. Then I got a straight in flight across well, actually I said I wanted to go, I'm wrong, that's 300 to it. The airport is 243 off of it. So now what I'm going to do is move this one over here to 243, so I'll know where I need to be when I get there. Let's move this to 243. 241 is runway heading. This ain't on it, it's a little off to one side, so I'm going to call this the extra couple of degrees to move me toward the runway. At 241 is runway heading right there, and runway's not quite about that much of an angle off of it. Let's call it 245. Let's cross on 245. Should take me to the other runway. Close enough to find it. I bet money on that one. The trick is we found the ADF. That's the first trick. Let's turn this thing off or quit beeping, making all that noise. We don't need it no more. Now it's visibility is what we need. I fly until the needle comes down to, I'm gonna move back that way a little bit. And when the needle comes around to 245 on the right hand gold needle, we'll turn across the ADF and go to the airport. That lake I wanted to go, I have one over there to make me closer to my line now instead of further away. Now I know I'm within 40 miles too, so it's not a long flight from here. I could go over and eyeball that lake a little. I'd like to see what that lake looks like. Let's go do that. Since I know I'm in 40 miles, I'm not a long ways out. But we have to climb back up to this altitude though, which that's over there pretty high too, I think. Let's get this over there and see what we got. Here we go. Go look at that lake a bit and then we'll get back on a course. If I don't move the autopilot, it'll be pretty close for a flight. Once I get on, with the ADF, I can tell what I need to do other than that. Let's go and look at that lake just a minute. Do a little sightseeing. That's the thing about out barn storming in a little plane like this. You can stop anytime you want to go look around. Doing it. Look at that. That's not the smoke stream I usually pull on if I don't bleed. Nope. I hadn't changed this smoke stream. It's just set up on what they already had. So that's not my smoke stream. It's not as heavy as what I put out. That's a rule. That's default on this plane. I didn't make it look like try to make it look like a spray plane. Put it up all the way across the wings on the back. About 6, 7 different points across there coming out. It'll smoke the whole field. We look at it from the front, on the side looks like a spray plane. In fact, that's where I got the spray from. It was a plane that was a egg cap. That's why I learned to do that. I had an egg cap, still got it somewhere. I hadn't flown that in a long time. It didn't have a good cockpit, it was screwed up. I had to make it had a good 2D, but not a 3D. I had to do a little portable 3D, which would float. It wouldn't. I couldn't put it in the plane. It just stood in front of the plane. The plane would float around behind it. Wouldn't stay put exactly. Well, we get this done here. Go over here and eyeball this lake, then we'll head back on our line. See what lake. I don't know what lake this is. I could go probably try to find out, but it's a pretty nice sized lake, I know that. I said I had a live stream. I might have lied. That live stream has not changed since it started, which means it says it's doing it, but it ain't seeing no picture on that screen. It should be changing. I need to check that a little closer. I might not be doing a live stream. It says it is, but it ain't showing a stream picture. It's just showing a dead still picture. Let's me check and see what's going on before I go any further. Go to here and see what we got. If it's dead still, I'm not getting a picture. I think that's what's happening. I lied about it. It came up, it showed it, but it never did show it moving. Come on, where we at? I can't find a page I'm looking for. What is this thing? Videos. It still ain't doing right. Maybe I'll get it in a minute. I ain't give my page I'm looking for either. Here we go. There we go, right there. Live stream. Come on. Yep, it shows it moving here. It should show it. It shows it moving here. On the other show it said still on my screen. Now let's get down here and check this out. Let me get back on my screen. We'll take a chance on it because it says it's right. In the background it showed it doing the live stream. In front it showed dead still, sitting still. It should be showing it as I fly. It's pretty water. We'll get out here and look at it a little bit. A little too high right there. If I ain't careful, I get this thing so slow, I'll stall it. This plane here, at a certain speed, it just drops out of the sky. When you're coming in, if you get a little too slow, it just drops. They don't. Now we look at the lake's edge and see what we got. Fly around the lake a little bit, and then we'll cut across the corner right here.
User joined your channel.
Where'd you go?
Just like I'm out there live stream.
Okay.
User left your channel.
Mr. Reed just come in. He didn't have to leave. trick right across here, then we're going. I figure get back on course. Get back on course here in a minute.
You were moved.
There we go. Got them wet that time. I think we need to get back on course so we can finish this flight. Here. That'll do it right there. And give me my. That'll come back on as soon as I get back behind up. We went off. We already know what the course is because we're already flying it, so get back on course and let her go. It'll be off a little bit due to the fact I flew crossways. That'll be alright. Done. There we go, straightening out. The ADM was back up, like I said, I'm a little further over than I was. That's because I flew across the lake. So we'll shorten that back up a little bit. Try that right there and see what happens. Back on my general elevator, will work pretty good, 300. We got to bring that gold needle around to what, 243 I said. So I need our altitude back up to where we were. We are now at 6,000, going to 8,300. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. And let's see where we at. Nothing to go by for distance except for direction. We're still off a little there, but we're still flying to the right hand side, or the northeast side of the airport. Northwest there. But anyway. Still the east side of the airport anyway you look at it. Just going into it though. We are reading about 263, something like that. No, 282. I'm reading it backwards there for a minute. A little crossway in there if your plane slide. to, what did I say I was going to? Sierra Blanca. Sierra Blanca Regional at 6,814 feet above sea level. Well, we just picked up a multiplayer player. B-Pilot Dan CZ. I don't know how tall that mountain in front of me is. First I bet I'd have to get to it, but I don't know. Airport's off to my, well, it's off to the left a little. That mountain there, probably between me and it, looks like there's nothing else tall enough out there to do what I'm talking about. ADF's to my left, the airport's left to that by at least 2 or 3 miles. Or a mile, I'll put it was more like a mile. Alright, we're now around the about 279. Coming around to 243. As long as it's in front of me, I'll be getting closer all the time as well as passing it. And since the runway heading is to my front also, I won't pass it. Raiders probably didn't make a flight. Oh. Oh, man. Don't know where we at. Oh, yeah. It was wrong needle. I started to call it a little needle. Gold needle's coming down to 27. Now, I'm bound to cut that distance down to about half. I'm bound to be within 20 miles or so. If not quite a bit closer than that. Closer I get to past that needle to move. As I move on past it. I am recording for a few minutes. Or no, before she sits down. She just sit on that chair. She thought I'd turn anything on. see if I can set up a button to cut that mic on. That would be the best thing I can do for us. That part's concerned. I think there should be a way. I hadn't looked. Go into the settings, see if it's got an auto button on it like I have on start and stopping the video. Now we're getting close to that mountain. I don't know how tall that mountain is now. One way to find out, since I've already found the airport, I won't be using it for that. So let's use this right here. Get an idea of what we're looking at as far as altitude. That's what I thought. It's red. So I need to hold to the left of that mountain there. It shows the world or get higher. And I don't want to get higher because I'm already too high for where I'm going. So let's close that right there back out. And I'm going to hold the left of that mountain. As long as I can do that and stay right of that gold needle, I'll still be alright. I thought that mountain was higher than I was. But in real life, you can look at it and say, yep, that mountain's above me. But on here, it don't show that obvious. We're bringing the needle towards the top, but we're still keeping it to the left. We get past that mountain just a little. Now our altitude of our airport, let's say 6,800 feet. That's 6814. As long as I stay above 68, I'll be alright, but I'm going to come down a little on kind of, I've got to be within that range when I get there too. I'm going to go right there, 78,000 feet above the runway for now. Let's get over a little more weight in that mountain. As I come down, it becomes more involved. Hopefully the ground won't come involved at this point out here. But there says we are right on the GPS, except when it refocuses it may change, but it's pretty good right there. Alright, we just leveled off at 7,800. Turn that smoke back. I went on that smoke, but why you got it on? Here we go. Alright, we are at 2,500. 20. 250 we're trying to say on the GPS. 250 on the GPS. And we're coming around pretty fast now, so we're pretty close to that ADF. I'm going to turn in toward it a little bit. Because we're moving pretty fast, so I don't want to overshoot it much either. Turn more toward it now. Just moving fast enough. I'm getting there as I turn, actually. Come on around here now. I'm going to come down another 500 feet. Did I go up a little? I didn't go 500 feet. Right there, 500 feet right there. Come on around there a little more. That's about right there now until we get to the needle. The airport's on top of a little mountain, this is. But not as tall as that mountain on my right. It's on one of the lower ones. Probably the ground under me is that high. On the map, it looked like a little mountain that was set down. Alright, we're actually about close enough right now. So a little bit more, we turn straight in. We're almost straight in now. Actually, too close to straight in now, actually. Get over a little more. And once we pass the ADF, which is Once we pass it, then we have to turn straight in anyway. It's getting pretty close right now. That closes up right there. Turn it straight in. Now let's slow this down here to about 80 knots or so. To give us a little more range to control it. We should fly at 80 there probably. Now we're looking at the airport. A little bit past my line. We're fixing to pass the ADFO. As we pass it, we got to quit chasing it. Alright, it should be pretty well straight. But we've got to cross the ADF and out the other side of a mile or two. Some, whatever length of ILS is. I'm not using ILS even though it's there. It's got one. Keeps losing my right there, 243. I want to stay on that right there. Now, let's see if we can spot our airport or runway. It won't be exactly on it, but it should be close. Player then 34 774 61 has joined the game. It looked like he might have left also. Didn't take long, did he? There he joined again. Maybe having trouble connecting. He keeps dropping back out. It may be my fault, or it could be mine or his. I don't know. Me recording probably got him cut short on enough bandwidth. Shouldn't be, but it could be. But when I'm recording stuff, my bandwidth changes. I don't know. Connection when I'm uploading or recording, it changes to yellow, which makes it hard for people to connect. Where am I? Where's the airport? We haven't passed the ADF yet. Back away about 3 for a few seconds, and right back over to hit runway heading. If that goes to pass and fast, I gotta quit chasing it. I'm trying to chase the straight line at this point. Right there. Should be alright right there. Just hold that line. I see an airport. That must be it. In front of me. A little to my right, but not enough to worry about. The ADF says a little to the right, but the runway heading is brake left to that. After I get there, about 2 or 3 degrees. But once I see the runway, I have to work to it though, and I see the blinking light now. Looks like it's on my right. I'm gonna get over a couple more degrees just going by that light. I'm pretty sure that's where I'm headed. Alright, we just passed the ADF. We no longer need that. I'm 5 degrees to the right of what I had planned here, but as long as that light's out there blinking, I'm in pretty good shape. 6 degrees. 7. Got a big old gully under me. A ravine between them little mountains. What we got around us? Rough terrain is what we got around us. It'd be a bad place to have to walk out of, I'll tell you that much. Hot as it would be, I'm pretty sure. This is down in New Mexico. Looks like maybe we'll drag ground before we get there. What am I looking at? That flashing light should be our runway. Something between here and there looks like. It's the only airport really close of any size. ILS on it should be that flashing light should be our ILS runway. We just had a wind drift off these mountains as the engine slowed down. We got lifted and we're coming back down. Oh, you ain't supposed to be going down now. Should be just re-level its altitude due to it was a ridge lift. We flew across one of the ridge lifts and picked us up. Get the engine picked back up there. Push us up, the engine idle down with the plane, go back to elevation. All right, where are we? I see the runway break left like I see it. I see it from here. Up on numbers, you have to break left. Wouldn't hurt if I was a little further to the right now to get me in front of it more. We're 1,000 feet above it. Let's go down 68, 200 feet. That's too close. 1,000 feet. I had done lower than below that. I forgot about that. Don't need to be down there. We can turn this autopilot off. But I have control. Autopilot's off. Let's break into the runway now. Trim down a little bit. Alright, take this thing in now. Land outside the plane, I think. Can't do much worse outside to inside. Always drift off inside to one side. Come on down there. There we go. That's what it's done right there. Ain't it? Still trying to drift off to the right, to the left actually. That's the taxiway we'll get off the runway. I see a Holy Grail fuel system. What the man called it. But when you're in there without that, you're in trouble. Totally at its mercy. Alright, let's turn around here. Let's go fuel this thing up just because we can. Got 34 gallon in it. Let's fuel up crossways. Bet you a little letter sitting there somewhere. Just about bet you a little letter sitting at that pump somewhere. There it is, that right there getting in. See a little step ladder standing up right there? That's so you can get up there and fuel this thing up in the wing. Right there. Now it's 65 gallon, we're full. Let's see what this little airport looks like before we stop, then we're gonna cut it off. Ain't much on this end. We're on Sierra Blanca and we're out here in New Mexico in the mountains. The airport is 6,800 feet above sea level. Makes the Mile High City look a little settled, don't it? Uh-huh. It looks like they're in a hole now. That's about all the airport mouth to right there. Let's park it right here. Call it right there. Here we go. Lock the brakes. Get back to 2D. Right down to the bottom. We'll just cut these switches off right now. And we're going to take the fuel, we're going to pull it down to lean and cut the main switch off. We'll bring this around here to off, and there we go. Everything is down. Bring this back to the height and outside the plane and look around one time. Here we go. That's there. There's a couple of clouds over on the ground. With the higher clouds are on the ground all down here. That's become fog, don't they? All right. Here we go. This is the countdown. We're going bye-bye, and I'll catch y'all later. We'll do another pretty soon. Try to get another live stream going. So here we go. I'm gone.